I went on a trip to Morocco with my mates when I was 21. That's where I initially got the idea of, using sort of African rhythms in UK dance music, and we just thought it was so powerful and raw and cool. It felt great going back to Morocco, trying to capture the visual world out there, which Dan was the photographer, amazing photographer Dan Medhurst.
Hi, this is Dan Medhurst. I'm the photographer that shot all the artwork for the record. When Ben approached me, we spoke for a while about creating something really striking, something that twisted reality a little maybe. I suggested we explore infrared. Infrared photography shifts the spectrum and reveals light we can't normally see, so it felt like a way to alter reality directly in camera. We didn't want it to feel like a normal collection of landscape images. The idea was to build an entire world, cinematic and slightly untethered from reality, but created entirely in camera. We decided to take a road trip from Marrakesh through the Atlas Mountains and towards the edge of the Sahara.
Every day was sort of getting up at dawn, shooting, and then we'd go to bed at sort of midnight, half midnight, and do the same thing the next day. So it was a very tiring trip to try and capture this world, but we were trying to capture as much as possible.
I found a specialist who could modify a digital camera. The camera could capture both visible and invisible light. Combining visible and infrared light meant I could tune how reality was distorted. A lot of the locations already felt like they belonged to a different planet. The infrared camera simply amplified that. It turned foliage neon pink and even made rock and sand dunes glow. Midday, when I'd usually avoid shooting, became the prime time. The infrared response was strongest then, producing really intense colours. What really surprised me was that it wasn't just plants that reacted. When we were in the Sahara, the sand dunes glowed bright pink. I didn't actually know this was happening while we were shooting. I thought the concept might not really be working there because there wasn't much vegetation in the desert. It was only sort of later on that I realised how strong and how weird those images were.
I'm so particular about everything with my album and the O'Flynn stuff that I do not have control over the visual aspect of it. Sort of, not worries me, but just being part of it, being out there was amazing. And I think it's nice just to do things properly and not try and take shortcuts. I think it was a real payoff in the end.
Is that just wanky? I think let's just scrap that last line.
Fucking hell. Done?
That'll do.
Jesus.